Ringside Riot. Can you feel it? Call in sick to work the next day, tell your parents you're not going to school, and then make more pizza bites than the circumference of your stomach, because WrestleMania is here!
Hey, let's talk about wrestling. Pull a seat up and pour yourself a cold drink. We're gonna talk about the things that fire you up. Because it is wrestling, everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown. Talk about it, we gonna talk about it. Talk about the things that really fire you up. And because it is wrestling, everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown.
Whoa, how many of you are freaking out? Are you excited? Are you pumped? Are you hyped? Are you going crazy? Are you doing something else that I don't have an adjective for? Yo, at least put a blanket over yourself so I don't have to look directly at it. Even if the build-up has been less than stellar for you, think about this. Some folks are going into WrestleMania weekend with no build-up at all. Plenty of people still treat it as a yearly tradition, so they don't care how Brodus Clay got together with Sweet Tea, or why Brock Lesnar has to decimate Triple H for a second time. If it's not working out for you, think of it that way. CM Punk has gotten as disrespectful as possible, and he's done the unthinkable. Rubbed ashes all over his own chest. Big deal. Make sure you use a cotton swab to get the rest of it out of your belly button. Isn't that urn supposed to have cereal in it anyways? How else does Undertaker eat breakfast? Oh no, The Miz and Wade Barrett get bumped to the WrestleMania pre-show. That means I'll probably miss it because I usually get to the building late, and you'll probably miss it because it won't be televised. It's a shame, but there have been worse WrestleMania travesties. You'll live, and hopefully the Intercontinental Championship will be important again someday. Hopefully. After being at 4, going on 5 WrestleManias, it's safe for me to say that I miss the Money in the Bank match as a WrestleMania tradition. Sure, it works fine as its own pay-per-view, but imagine all the nonsense we'd be ignoring if it was back on the card. One briefcase. One clear-cut winner. Make sure to have a great time if you're in the area. There's tons and tons of wrestling to expose yourself to. Be it indie wrestling, Access, the Hall of Fame, or an old man answering questions that everybody already knows the answers to for $300. It's a weekend to celebrate the phenomena we all know and love. If you see your boy, give him a shout. Otherwise, and this goes for all of you, I want to know, what are you most excited about for WrestleMania weekend? Leave me your answer in the comments, and I'll check them out when I get back. If I make it back, I might not because I'm going to be busy partying.
Ringside Riot is brought to you by the Mattel WWE COO Triple H exclusive. How snazzy and sharp. Let's see what he decides to do in control of your toy roster.
Ringside Mailbag. Sportsfan2552 asks, is Mattel going to make an Elite Great Khali, and would you like to see it made? I don't think they will, and I don't think they need to because the Basic has perfect articulation as it is. Joseph Winter asks, will there be any more custom-made figures by you? I mean, I loved what you did with the NWO 3-pack. Aw, thanks. Making custom figures with Mattel figures is a little bit harder than Jakks, so I'm not really into it anymore. It was fun for me for a while, but you probably won't see any more custom figures from me. If you want to see custom figures, check out WrestlingFigs.com and head onto the message boards. Post and have a great time. There's some great members that are great customizers. Kurt Huber asks, what if a Victoria's Secret model shows up at WrestleMania? What if she does? Stevie Johnson 2 asks, what is your opinion on Taco Bell Doritos Locos Tacos? Gross. Make your own tacos. I've been making homemade tacos since I was like 3. You can manage if I can. Super Samurai TV, why do people leave their toys in the packaging, which defeats the purpose of a toy? That's a great question. I always open, and I always have opened all toys that I have, even when I had really expensive, mint and packaged toys. Some people just see collecting in a different light than the rest of us do. So if you like to open your toys and play with them, cool. If you don't, I guess that's fine, but I'm not one that does that. FreakDan1234 asks, where will you be after YouTube closes? Digging through your garbage, probably. XTBA Leader X asks, will Mattel be making a new Jack Swagger figure? I'd say definitely. He's got a completely different look than the last time he had a figure come out, and he's been on TV almost every week, so it'll probably come out eventually. Skater Mikkel1 asks, which diva would you take on a date and what would you do to her? Caitlin and I would go for a drive. I would buy her a Slurpee and then bring her home before 9 p.m. just as her father asks. Damian PP456 asks, will the new style WWE Championship be with The Rock and Elite 22? I don't know this for sure, but I'd probably say there might be a good chance. Keegan P.E. Barnes asks, what is the best thing you have ever seen in WWE? For me, it's either the TLC Tag Team match at SummerSlam 2000 or when Undertaker abducted Stone Cold and tried to sacrifice him on Raw. Both times, my jaw was dropped and I was so totally into it that I couldn't be pulled away. That's it for this week's Ringside Mailbag. If you want me to answer your questions, make sure you ask them in the comments section of the latest episode of Ringside or Riot you can find. If you're asking them in other videos, I'm not going to answer them. I see some of you goofballs doing that. Ask them on Ringside or Riot, and that's where they'll be answered.
No one wants to see Jax. So I'm here with my weekly fan collection for Ringside or Riot, but I don't think we're just done yet. So that was my weekly fan collection, guys. Hope you like Ringside or Riot.
Guess whose lucky day it is? This is the last out of my bucket of stuff for a while. It's pretty cool though. This was a planned Ringside exclusive towards the end of Jack's run for a Bad Blood 2-pack of Chris Jericho and Goldberg. Check it out. Unfortunately, this never saw the light of day because it was very, very far towards the end of Jax's run on the WWE line. But here, these are a couple of early, very, very early sample builds just to show. First, Goldberg had this head sculpt that we kind of liked better on our end, but Jax wasn't really in favor of because it looks so small in a deluxe body. But Goldberg has kind of a tiny head anyway, so I figured nobody would notice. The biggest deal here, because the build is just kind of cracked and broken, it doesn't really matter, but it's the removable cloth tights that he has that were black and white, just like he was wearing during his WWE run. This is the one that I was really excited for. This is the Chris Jericho out of the pack. He had the pink jumpsuit with the full-on design on the back, and he was supposed to have like the pink streak in this head sculpt. This was the correct head sculpt for him, by the way. And the Jericho boots and everything. It would have been a really awesome deluxe 2-pack. So not only this was also supposed to come with full-on black tights for Goldberg and a removable blue jacket and pair of pants for Jericho. And I think both the WWE and WCW championships, I don't remember exactly, but unfortunately it was denied because Goldberg and Jericho are not allowed to be in 2-packs together. Or at least they weren't at the time. Who knows why that is. Either way, it's too bad this never saw the light of day because it would have been pretty cool, but it's cool to see him right now. You know, you can check him out whenever you want. Hey, thanks for checking out Ringside or Riot. That was really nice of you.
But nice guys finished last, so subscribe to our channel for future episodes. Follow our Twitter account
like our Facebook page, and check out Ringside Collectibles at WrestlingFigures.com for the largest selection of wrestling figures anywhere in the universe, so you never finish last again!